Hi guys, I'm Ghost Jones and welcome back to the Ghost Jones YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the New Balance 327s. I wore these shoes for a week, so I think that my opinion is pretty valid. Before I even bring the shoes on camera, I have to go ahead and let you guys know I wore them last night when I went out, and one thing led to another, and I kind of stepped in some mud. It's not like horrible, but it's noticeable. Just don't judge me. Just, charge it to my head, not my heart. Just try to overlook it. At least you know that I actually wore the shoe. I wore them to work, I wore them to church, I wore them to my friend's house, I wore them to the bar, I wore them to the club, I wore them to the grocery store. Like, I wore them everywhere, okay? So here's the shoe. This is probably the neatest one, the cleanest one that I have. This colorway is kind of old, but they have a bunch of different colorways. I mainly got this one because it just matched what I had going on at the time. I really do like the suede and nylon mix. Like, it gives it a really cool look and a nice little variation in there. Like, it gives you some different textures, some different vibes. Speaking of vibes, this shoe is like giving me definitely Nike vibes, and maybe that's why I like it, because I do like a Nike trainer. Like, I'm a trainers person. I'm not really into much else. That's kind of like just what I wear, and it works with my style the most. So this shoe definitely reminds me a little bit of like the Nike Daybreaks. It gives me a little moon racer vibe. It also gives me like the waffle look to it. I love this on the back of the shoe, the little rubber sole that goes up to the heel, which is really great for driving. Actually, like, I don't think that people realize that, like, when you're driving, like, sometimes you're rubbing your foot back here, right? So you'll start to like tear your shoe back here if you wear it a lot. That kind of like remedies the problem. The soles on here are not super thick. They're pretty solid, but it doesn't feel like you're standing like 10 feet in the air, but it does feel like your foot is a little elevated, which is okay. I have a flat foot, so sometimes shoes like that work for me, sometimes they don't. I'm gonna be very honest with you. When I was wearing this shoe, I was like ready to take it off when I got home, but that's also because they kind of fit a little true to size. So I wear like a 10 and a half, 11. I'm really more on the 11 side because of my flat feet, but when I really want to, or if I feel like the shoe looks a little too long, then I will go to a 10 and a half. They only had this shoe in a 10 and a half. So I said, okay, cute, I'll squeeze. And I've been squeezing. I've been squoze. It just feels like I'm being held together, which I don't mind because my feet don't have any shape to them. So it's kind of like wearing a waist trainer on your feet, and I'm probably gonna wear them until they don't do that anymore, because I literally hate it when my shoes lose shape. Like, oh my God. Like, I don't think you guys understand, like, having flat feet, like, ruins all shoes for you. Like, I'm literally not even a shoe person for that reason, and I don't spend a lot of money on shoes for that reason, because my shoes they just don't really stand the test of time. These shoes usually retail for about $90. I got these on sale. They were like 70 bucks, which is a great deal. I mean, any shoe under $100 is a great deal. What I also like about this shoe is we got a little inspiration from some other New Balance shoes. So if you're like a New Balance freak like I am, like, I love New Balance. I have loved New Balance since a kid, and I'm so ready for them to make a comeback. And I feel like this shoe is part of them like coming back. And even like the Jaden Smith collaboration, like, that was really dope. That was really hot. I hate that I didn't get that shoe. But if you look at this shoe, you see that the logo is kind of like the 320 logo, like this huge N. And then you also have, like I said before, like the studs on the outside that's kind of like the 355s. And somewhere in the middle, 327. Well, that's not really in the middle of 320 and 355, but they took those two together and they kind of smashed them into one shoe. Would I buy another pair of these shoes? Most definitely. I would probably get them in more of a neutral color because that's kind of like where I like to keep my shoes at anyway. But when I wore these, I got a lot of compliments. Everybody was like, oh my God, I like your shoes. Like, they're so cool, right? And I was like, OMG, thank you, girl. I got it for 70 bucks. And like, oh my God, you got it for 70 bucks? Like, what the F? Like, I need to go get some of those. I mean, I also live in the South, and people talk about Southerners and their shoes. Like, if you're like into streetwear and all of that, like, we're always the butt of the joke. But I was getting lots of compliments on my little sneaks, and I definitely want some more. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I kind of want like 2 more. Okay, so this is what I want. I really want them like in a neutral color. I already have this fun color that has mud all over it, and then I want a black pair, because I just think that these like all black with like just the white in would just be so perfect for me, especially in the winter time. Like, oh my God. If I had to rate this shoe, I would probably give it like an 8 out of 10 because of the style of the shoe and the price of the shoe. And I'm just giving it an extra point because I like New Balance and I really like the price. I think that this shoe, I'm not saying it's gonna be like a Jordan or anything like that, but if you like the type of shoes that I like, then this is like a really dope shoe for you. Like, it just really, really works with what I have in my closet. And now that I know that they're true to size, I don't have to play like a little guessing game or whatever. But typically, I don't really have to play too much of a guessing game with shoes. I can kind of look at them and tell like how it's gonna go down typically. But this one, I just had to kind of do what I needed to do. Go out and get you a pair of the New Balance 327s, and then go on the New Balance website and get you some more shoes, because New Balance, we need to support them. Like, they really need to make a comeback. Like, I just feel like it's their time. Like, we went on ahead, we had Asics, you know, have a thing for a minute. Reeboks, kind of, you know, we had the Fila's. Like, we've had a couple of the girls from back in the day make a guest appearance in our closets, like within the past like 3 to 4 years. So it's time for NB to take over. Like, it just has to happen. Like, we have to make Fetch a thing. Like, please. Other than that, that's all that I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you make a decision on whether or not you're gonna buy the shoe or not buy the shoe, or it was just entertaining. Like, hopefully you just, you know, I don't know why you're watching this video, to be honest. Like, I do know why. It's because it's me. It's not even about the shoe. It's about me. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys love me, right? So you should just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You should leave a comment, even though nobody leaves comments on my videos. Oh my God. I'm about to stop asking y'all, because straight up, it's just, I look stupid. I look crazy. Like, I'm out here, I'm always like, oh my God, leave a comment. Like, oh my God, leave a comment. Let's talk about it below. Like, da da da. And then y'all don't even do it. Like, I'm talking to myself. I'm literally already talking to myself, but y'all literally get me up on this channel talking to myself. Like, it's embarrassing. I am embarrassed that there is never... Oh my God. Okay, no. This is literally a shoe review. Okay, whatever. I just had to let that out. I'm sorry. This is like my first video back, and when you come back, like, you just be going and going and going and going and going. Okay, whatever. I will talk to you guys later. Catch you in the next one. Peace.